Here we go. The protests are dying down. The rioting is dying down. There's no more impeachment. There's no more Russian collusion. There's no more normal things to scream about. So you know what's coming. They're going to look around and, How about coronavirus? Can we go back to coronavirus? It's coming. Mark my words, it's coming. You're seeing headlines all over the place right now. Cases spiking. The cases are spiking. We're all going to die. We're testing more than any other country in the world. However, not only are they running with the headlines, the cases are spiking. We have places like New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut banning travel to them if you're coming from one of the other states. Here it is.
So we're announcing today a joint travel advisory. People coming in from states that have a high infection rate must quarantine for 14 days. And we have a calibration for the infection rate, and any state that goes over that infection rate, that state will be subject to the quarantine. It's only for the simple reason that we worked very hard to get the viral transmission rate down. We don't want to see it go up because a lot of people come into this region and they could literally bring the infection with them. It wouldn't be malicious or malevolent, but it would still be real. So we are jointly instituting that travel advisory today, because what happens in New York happens in New Jersey, happens in Connecticut.
Keep in mind that governor who still gets broadcast all over the news, St. Cuomo, that's the governor whose very orders put people infected with coronavirus into nursing homes where the actual vulnerable people are and got people killed. That's real. And we still have to treat this guy like some saint. Governor Abbott in Texas had this to say.
I've said all along that if the positivity rate or the hospitalization rate increase too much, we have strategies to reduce the spread of COVID-19 without having to return to stay-at-home policies. Sixth, closing down Texas again will always be the last option.
I am glad to hear him say that. I am glad to hear a voice of sanity. But do you hear the danger? Now do you understand the danger I warned about in the very beginning? From the very moment anybody shut down, anybody even suggested it, when everyone on the left and 99% of the people on the right were all about this shutdown. Remember what I told you? I came on this show and I told you, be very, very careful opening up that door and showing politicians they're even allowed to shut you down. Because now it's just the nature of power. It's how power works. It's how man works. It's not because they're all evil. I mean, Nancy Pelosi is, but it's not because they're all evil. It's the nature of power. They all know now. I could shut everything down if I wanted to. You know how many cases there are in the history of the world of somebody gaining a massive amount of power and not using it? There aren't very many cases like that, and we told every one of these governors in the United States of America, we as Americans, we told them, if you tell us to go lock ourselves in our house, lose our jobs, lose the businesses we work hard for, we will do it. We will comply. We will lay down like sheep and do it. And now, mark my words, for the next few months, you're about to see the real pain come. Because the stimulus checks are gone. The economy is contracting. Remember, I told you about Birch Gold earlier. The economy is contracting. There's no more money to give away. The feds are just printing it off. They're artificially propping up the stock market as we speak. They are priming us for a massive, massive, massive fall. Because once again, as I told you a million times, you do not just stop a $20 trillion economy, ever. For any reason. You never, ever, 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 ever do it. And we are about to find out why. Hey, thanks so much for watching the first on YouTube. If you liked what you saw, go ahead and like and subscribe. You heard me. Like it, subscribe. You'll get a lot more of it and a lot more of me.